Okay, good night lo everyone. Pai lo forete pai no mas empty so pamias ke everyone, ivlai movie kam. Please, nanante meni man stand bian ivlai movie kam. Pai mi start.
Nah, but you know, me all my first time, the toto, be missing also no, me sing along the time simply missing song, do you know? No more by the black, the black, you are looking at it, Mr. Boy. You are looking at what I used to I live like Mr. Boy, I've limited out. Kita mana yang boleh? Semi orang mana? Karamat atli, karamat. Test, mic test. Testing, 1 2 1 2 1 2. Huh? Testing. 1 2. Testing. Good night, all family. Will I have you? Okay, good. All right, by me will group lo Frandia. Me you know mo Vanuatu you know man Australia. So me will welcome me lo start lo program by me got small praise and worship. Me small time no before you start them kick off program limit from by I think you strictly stick lo time 7 o'clock you start so. Mi vilai pois lo prese aplo introduce mi vilai small mo mi vilai kam lo site lo PLS mi vilai start lo one small town 4 hours away lo prese mi we mi just kam lo walk lo prese mi vilai try 4 hours ikam lo kam join mi lo special program li mi lo this evening this year mi last day lo mi vilai so mi vilai stop countdown and mi vilai so fortunate more happy lo mi vilai sa kam join mi lo one very special occasion also tonight. So by me lead out a small praise and worship sing along, and then by me start. Before me do so, also custom me. We bless you stop. You bow your heads. By me open one, one pray. So me pray. Papa God, we start in heaven. We will come before your holy throne below this evening. We will want first of all acknowledge you. From Bosino you, by me will have a stop also. We will want them giving you praise and glory and honor. Thank you, Lord. Protection blue more blessing throughout the day today lol walk part blue and as me ready blue me start them off fellowship blue me lo tonight me ask him presence blue Holy Spirit blue more presence blue blue start them as me sing presence name blue more me fellowship together lo program tonight me pray more ask him in Jesus name amen. Okay, group lo tonight we will like to sing one first chorus. Emi English, emi song where you stop sing more. Sometimes we got Pislama version blema. So by me will I lead out, you will like just join in no more. Got 3 chorus whereby you may run, you may go through them lo sing. So first one, I know the Lord will make a way. Okay? The Lord, sorry, me sing. Way for me. I know the Lord will make a way for me. If I live a holy life, turn around and turn around. I know the Lord will make a way for me. Bisa ba? I know the way can go from life for me. I go the way can go from life for me. Supposed to be Lord and from the way. Again on that. Holy make and Lord of life from me. My holy make and Lord of life from me. Was me Lord upon the land, in the head and thank you. Second song whereby me sing and me My God Can Do Anything. English version blem and then by me sing Lopis Lama. Anything, 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 my God can do anything for you and me. He made His world and all His goodness and all that I can be. My God can do anything. Lebih selama. God blow me, got power, blow me back, and every something more. He stop look at me all time no more. Am no more, He make him whole, yeah. He make him every something more. He stop look at me. One more time. God blow me, got power, blow me make him every something more. He stop look at me all time no more. Am no more, He make him whole, yeah. He make him every something more. He stop look at me. Okay, last song let me sing together. We are one big happy family. Lo English and then by Migolo Pislama version blem. One big happy family, God's family, God's family. We are one big happy family, God's family are we. You are my brother. thank you too much lo voices blue me run we misabe putum together lo presem make up blue me. Thank you.
Good night. Good night, Livla everyone. First and foremost, I'd like to thank God for this opportunity, especially Blomisave Mitiman Place. And second of all, we want them take him chance blow acknowledge them all traditional owners blow land here. Past, present, with them future. Be mi want them se mi take him go another level. He got some workers look place here where one time one Aboriginal farmer he start to make him business plan. Be plo find a man blow eco work lo help him he struggle. Ale one time he stop colleague am tell him say he got one Aboriginal farmer we him want them man blow go make him some work plan just for a couple days. Be plo all workers only out lo program blow liko help him you know allow. Be mi vlei find him out say posi make him one community something him is ave allow. Make him say kat some worker will stand out mimi. O kata li mi pas em tok toko possible interest if like am help him one farmer ya, one Aboriginal farmer, one traditional owner. Him need him help. So kata li kam. Mi sek meeting se by one person or three person kam prek early morning. We am farmer mi vla kom la ko stop. When em money talem lem but mi never say forget them. He say mi wish no mo say all people blomi all se me. Mi surprise three pass only kam prek lo farm only kam help. Mi vla kam ko finish him work. Lo beginning play mi sa talem sal tok tok mi starem every time ol man oli take em land lo mi vla oli ol man round lo mi vla li no respect mi vla pe lo emblem mi talem say I'm glad to know there's good people in this world. So mi want to say keep lo mind blow you mi start acknowledge all kita all traditional owners by using our hands. You no man blow tok to mas you no man blow stand up lo for it talem you mi kam you start make em lo with them all hands blow me. So I'm really proud. But tell them see me acknowledge them one new way where we believe by change them how a country look a program. And you will by making me successful. So we just want them acknowledge them emia. Now with them you will start with them today. Thank you, Thomas. Please come join with them fellowship here. Blame me praise and make up blame me, but also. Blame me look how spiritual need blame me but me must come one main something lo place suppose me believe program by go direction by me need blame me call him. So me really good plug make him look you latete especially with them two very important people block country blame me were early you me privilege enough to come start with me today. So with them Emma, but me just tell them no more okata online. Unfortunately, but no have look live stream by me recorded, and hopefully you'll have a look when them you must make them especially lo place try make them some changes, positive changes. Lo community not only lo Australia, but me believe the world. You me small lo Pacific, but you must make on people something. So with them Emma, me like him take him time blow. So say me one honor, invite him, welcome him, His Excellency Mr. Samson Vivil Fare. Thank you very much for joining us today. One big fella something where you take him time, you come join him. People be lo pleasure. Miss Savese Olive, but you just had a more story but Miss Savese deep down on heart only really glad. So one big fella man, Miss Savese come break, lo mi vla look when mi vla sta make him. And Miss Savese all travels play you, and me when him stories to harem. Also. Very privileged to have our Labor Commissioner, Madam Muriel Metmetsan. Thank you, Thomas, for joining me. And May evening, blue me, and me one way, but you may take him one more step forward. The when you miss service by service happen. Okay, so with them, Emma, me just like to ask him, you just close them eyes, but me just offer him one word of prayer. Let's pray. Father in heaven, Thomas something is to happen, especially within program. I got too much information is to go out, mi vla no save which one. Sometime ol pik flaman blom li tok pe. Tok iko in no got any effect. But I got full up reason for no something is to happen. So as mi vla go through fellowship, yeah, me pray that you give spirit play, blow guide them thoughts blow mi vla. Blow mi vla save discuss, mi vla say talk about, or something one way where truth and truth alone and me remain priority. So that no matter when I'm outcome, by you now you reign high. So Papa, as me vla go through time together, back again, thank you to mas lo safe travels blow all delegates only come joining me vla lo pleasure. Blow mi vla say fellowship, but also mi vla say discuss him or something where me save say full up work is to ask him. Full up something is to go around. Mi vla say try put him some framework around him, blow money save understand him or making better choices, especially with them how the program is developed. But remember, no save happen unless we have you as the chief cornerstone. So with the Emia Bagan Papa, me pray that me commit him each one, lo pleasure, lo hands blue, so that me bless have a enjoyment night with fellowship, but also leaving this building knowing that you reign and you alone. So Papa Bagan, thank you for sacrifice we make him to lo son with Jesus, and we'll ask him every something in name, let's pray. Amen. Okay, I'm gonna ask Junior and his team to come share another item, and we'll go from there. Thank you.
as your people declare your mighty word. Blessed be the Lord God Almighty, who was and is to come. Blessed be the Lord God Almighty, who reigns
Okay. The main part of our program is the panel discussion, and I know many of you are looking forward to that. But before we get to that, I'd just like to build up a bit towards that. Bayimi dalam lo bislama. Bayimi start with them Junior. You introduce him you. Whenever reason you come to Prestia. But especially whenever you start make him download store.
Okay, since we email man Vanuatu, so by me to talk lo Vanuatu no mo. So me name Lomi Junior Isaka, full up Loivla thing instabe by Save good Lomi, back lo Vanuatu. Me as I say originally me come lo Prestia Australia, also me Vulano, me come through lo program, through lo PLS, email group lo mia now we stand up lo Prestia since lo day one me come lo Australia. Kasem today, I'm stop lo small country town. Time you firstly come lo town, yeah. 4 hours away drive lo Prestia lo Mildura. Mivula first islander lo paimdalam say one small white town, yeah. First islander. Mivula 12 originally, and then till today Mivula some number of go down lo 9. So 2 only been out lo Mivula. Lo question I think from timely Mr. Go. I think something where since me will arrive, I'm lost all. Me will I try to settle down from myself. Say, first time me lost all. I mean one white community, so I say some culture shock to lo full of Bloomville boys. Trying to have a good some around lo community. And even some challenge lo walk where first time say you come through lo unskill yeah. You know garam skill block make a walk yeah. So you garam finish some say information back home lo Vanuatu say by you like oh yeah some say go through lo small induction lo walk more small training how to make them you will make them walk where we will go from. So lo first couple of months it tough little bit to bless walk small body a little bit but time say once body get used everything go good and then times will I settle good low walk. Another something now say, you me but you stop 3 years yeah. Long time yeah. So say you me stop excited block am, but you realize him say me by long time yeah. After some mostly me will boy, me will got family yeah. Me got wife stop lo Vanuatu. Me no look him 2 years now. I think 2 years 3 months since some say COVID. Me got one small boy. Me missed them 2 birthday blame. Me 2 years old since me look me lo plan me out me come. Naya me 4 years this year supposed me no ko paglo Vanuatu but me missed them by me 5 years 3 years me missed them lo birthday blame. One or something where lo hat lo me time se me kasem taon me sabe se by me no easy lo long distance relationship me think about big man mo. So only something we make them say but in the se me must find one church lo small town me say me no say all church yeah me never some say first time. But lo hat lo me Mr. President was big man he show me one church by place na one good start we polo me so me sabe find one place lo refuse mo encouragement lo try lo go throughout those 3 years where me come from lo place. So me with them brother Penim la manage lo find them one small church play me lo STA lo stall. Church too only find them say one blessing from church is the empty no more. So time say me will go through lo church yeah. Holy Clatumas. After a long time, all boys too, start come to church. We will start involved in Samson Soul program to church. And then, lo present also say, make them say, you miss them all, so you miss them all family, but they miss them church is encouraging me, even is supporting me, lo different ways. So say, they me no got enough clothes or furniture, or come or give him me or something also, from some look say me part of family lo church now. And then, Coco say, no, want something in Australia, there some spiritual side yeah. They say, no, but you must try to look say one way too, you must have a socialize inside the community. So, you must have some brother stop here, you go to you must play football or put league lo villa. You say, you must find them, say, suppose town lo say got one club lo soccer. So, true enough, me find them out, say, yes, he got one club, but one need lo club yeah, or no got coach. So time say Mr. Pulum some little boy, blast go play go, look say, eh. From lo bisa, you say Australian rule, me alsta kikim poli ko lo mitel plot to lie ne. E mena ipopila, e soka no tumas. So time look say no, well boy li play soka ya. Oli sabe play. After me say, oli sabe you will come where? Me say no, me will blow Vanuatu one small island lo South Pacific. Fula no sabe Vanuatu stop where. So oli talem say, you will sabe come join them soccer club from village start them no more. So me like involve lo soccer. After I get a little look up again, only say, "By you have come coach pro soccer club." Them say, "You're right, no." Some say, "Yeah, if you must be part of the community now from say, by him start long time." So me come say, me become official coach last season. Season no finish good. Me will from COVID, so me will finish early. So this year me will start more finish. So now all boys team is start lo second position now lo league we will start join them lo stall now. So some say me another part lo some side lo aspect of life we will start lo say must socialize too a little bit with them community. So apart lo me, I think I want something where me stop keeping me vela going or some say lo within 2 years finish me or some cooperation no me vela. And then we try to balance them out. Okay, you may work hard, you may come, but you may need look at small spiritual side to strengthen them. So say faith play me with them. Even those who me discourage, but some through the spiritual side is have encouraged me. And also play me socialize. You know, stop too much lokona. Play me, but you may go socialize. Play me can say also say you may not feel say you may stop alone too much lokona. You must be part of the community from say, you know, you may not come to work no, but you must try to involve me to the community. So I think I want something where you must start involving me too. Think one something no last one you want to mention them say since we program allowing other Pacific Islanders to come, we will start building too some connection yeah, some friendship go with them some or someone's will come through the program same program yeah, Fijians and sometimes we will start trying to make them something where blow. And me kita belum bila everyone, belum bila kata say socialize together, plus sab bila more, make them living within the community. Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Juna. By me continue discussion with you with them panel discussion. Thank you. Okay, now I'm gonna ask someone who I reckon most of you know. I'm gonna ask Mr. Rodney, Prestia. Please come up, introduce yourself, and I've got a couple questions as well.
Good evening, everybody. I have to talk in English because my Bishlama is not too good. I'm learning, but unfortunately, most of the Bishlama I've learnt so far is not fit for church. Because my boys teach me. Firstly, I want to say what an honor it is to come down to Mildura to speak to all of you tonight. And I want to talk to you a little bit about my experiences with my Vanuatu brothers and sisters that I have in my team back home. My company, Icomply, has gone quite viral through Vanuatu because of the positive stories that we put out there. And it started just as a little bit of a joke that 1 or 2 times I'd been with my team and something funny had happened or something good had happened, and I'd pulled out my camera and filmed it and put it up on our Facebook page, and I learnt pretty quick that everybody in Vanuatu has Facebook. So that was the first thing that I learnt about Vanuatu. I've spent a lot of time trying to learn and understand the culture because I think one of the biggest things about the program is there's not enough emphasis on trying to understand your culture. You guys come, guys and girls, you come out here, you work hard. You work very hard. And I think at times people try to make you something that you're not. I mean, you're Islanders. You're very proud Islanders. Who's a proud Vanuatu here? Who's proud to be Vanuatu? Clap your hands if you're proud to be Vanuatu. That's the first thing I learnt about dealing with my team, how incredibly patriotic they are. The first thing I said to them when they arrived was, make yourself at home. The first thing they did was hung a flag. It wasn't what I expected when I said make yourself at home, but it made me realize how incredibly passionate you are. And that's the one thing I love about dealing with Vanuatu, my team. I love how patriotic they are. I also love how spiritual they are. And every day I get to learn something about my team. The cultural differences are vast. And I think if a lot of Australian managers, approved employers, took the time to understand the cultural differences, I think that they wouldn't call them cultural differences, they'd call them cultural blessings. And that's one of the biggest things. I mean, I learn something new every day. Just yesterday, one of my boys has been in hospital. He hasn't been well. And I rang one of my team leaders who went down the hospital to see him. And I said to her, I said, Samantha, I said, how's George? Is he okay? She said, oh, boss, he wasn't too good when I got here, but I took him for a swim and then he was okay. I said, it's 10 degrees in Stanthorpe. Why are you taking him for a swim? You'll get even more sick. I worked out taking a swim meant having a shower. So I learned something new every day. Even down here in Mildura, before I come, I went for a swim. It was a hot swim. But these are the cultural differences that I love, and I love the fact that I can learn about the culture. But the most important thing I've learned about my team is that my team have brought me back to God. And that's something that I will be forever and ever thankful for them. Because I'll tell you something, I wasn't a religious person. My wife, very religious. My father, very religious. Goes to church every Sunday. My wife, extremely religious. My wife is a Filipina, a staunch Catholic, goes to church all the time. Me, not so much. Christmas, Easter, somebody's wedding. You know, my father would ring me on a Sunday morning, say, you coming to church? I'd say, Dad, it's my day off. I get one day off a week and you want me to go to church? I never really had blessings in my life. The only time I prayed was every Thursday when we had the lottery. I prayed to win the lotto. On a Thursday night, I'd sit there, I'd write my numbers and I'd pray. Come on, Lord, let me win the lotto. And then when I didn't win, I'd say, there's no God. Wasn't until two things happened in my life that made me realize the power of the Lord, and I'm going to share them with you tonight. Okay, I'm 45 years old. Okay, I'm 45 this week. Did everyone see my birthday this week? Who saw my birthday? Clap if you saw my birthday. Do you see what my boys did to me? It's okay, I know their birthdays, each and every one of them. But I'm 45, I've got a 10-month-old daughter. I've been married for 12 years. And a lot of especially my Vanuatu sisters that work for me, they come up to me and they say, boss, how come you only got one kid? You're 45, you're old. You're 45, you only got one baby, why? Wasn't through lack of trying, let me tell you. Okay? My wife and I, we tried to have a baby for 10 years. And when all else failed, I did the only thing that was left for me to do. I prayed. I prayed. And I prayed. And I'm standing here today, the father of a beautiful 10-month-old daughter, because I prayed. One of the biggest things my team have done and we strive for is we live our life the Icomply way, which is God's way. And when you guys put God first, I can guarantee you all the blessings will be bestowed upon you. But you need to do it for the right reasons. Don't sit there and pray to win the lotto, it won't work. Sit there and pray because the Lord is our Saviour. Put God first in everything that you do and live your life God's way. And if I can say anything to you all tonight, if you do that, your life will be filled with fulfillment. Your life will be filled with love. Your life will be filled with joy. And I've seen it. I've seen it, you know, with my team back home. You know, they've come a long way since they've decided to make a choice to live their life God's way. And I ask each and every one of you today, some of you have doubts about the program, and we're going to discuss them in the panel tonight. A lot of the doubts are justified. You know, we're here to look at how we can do things better. But if I can ask one thing of all of you here tonight, that's put God first in everything you do, and everything else will fall into place. And I mean that. I can tell you, if you put God first, everything will fall into place. Remember, when you arrived here, what your purpose was. When you came, I'm sure all of you had a dream. Junior, I know you had a dream when you come here. A lot of us lose our way when we come. I see it happen all the time. Draw a line in the sand today. Start afresh. Lead your lives God's way, and everything else will fall into place. Go back to your original plan, the plan that you had when you came, whatever that may be. Because I can tell you now, I see a lot of Nevan brothers and sisters, they go out drinking, they go and get drunk because they don't know how to handle the problems that they're having. No one's listening to their problems, so they turn to the one thing that they think will give them solace, that will give them comfort. I can tell you all now, the answers ain't at the end of a beer can. The answers ain't at the end of a bourbon bottle. Okay? You want to find the answers, start looking at exactly what you came here to do and get back on that track. Because I can guarantee every single one of you didn't come here to live your life that way. You're all extremely spiritual, and you know, listening to Junior speak just now, my Bishlam is not that good, but I'm getting better. I can understand. And listening how proud he was of the soccer team, how proud you were to embrace yourself into your community. Mate, give him a round of applause. That's a credit to him. And what we need to do is find juniors in every single place that we've got. And if we do that, then we'll go a long way to being better. But look, we'll talk about things in the panel tonight because there are problems. I'm not going to sit here and tell you there's not. But don't underestimate the power that you guys have here, because you keep Australia fed. Okay, whether you're in an abattoir, whether you're working in horticulture, you keep Australia fed. Okay? Because you're doing all the work that the Australians don't want to do, and that's fact. That's fact. You are out there doing the work that the Australians don't want to do. And without you in the abattoirs, without you in the fields, without you, we'd go hungry. Australians would go hungry. Let's not kid ourselves. You are in a very, very powerful position. Be good citizens, follow God's path, and don't ever, ever, ever forget the difference that you're making to your family's lives. That's what you've been brought here to do. You've been brought here to make a difference to your family's lives. And I say that a lot to my team because, as you know, my Facebook does go viral throughout Vanuatu. I get on average 1,000 emails a day, not a week, a day, 1,000, okay? people begging me, people asking to come. And I have to actually, I've stopped looking at the emails that I get because it actually depresses me. People send me photos of their kids hungry. People send photos saying, please, I haven't had a job since COVID. Please, I'm hungry. I need a job. Help me, please, please. I get that all the time. You guys are already here. You already got the help. You are lucky to be here. You're lucky to be given this opportunity. And yeah, there's some issues that the program needs to iron out. I can tell you something now. The Commissioner of Labour and the Australian High Commissioner to Vanuatu have not stopped since I've been with them for the last 8 days to try and find out what the issues are so they can go to the Australian government and fix them all for you. I can tell you all that now. Round of applause for both of them because they haven't stopped. And I can tell you, 8 o'clock last night, the High Commissioner was sitting with my team in Caboolture. And I said to him, I said, High Commissioner, do you think the Samoan High Commissioner is sitting with his workers right now? Do you think the Solomons High Commissioner is sitting with his workers right now? Do you think the Tongan High Commissioner is sitting with his workers right now? Do you think the Fiji High Commissioner is sitting with his workers right now? It was cold in Brisbane last night. It was like Mildura weather. Yet this man was out there talking to people, identifying problems to find solutions. And I think that's what we're all trying to do tonight. So I ask, when we do have this panel, I know a lot of you have a lot of questions. Okay, the High Commissioner and Commissioner of Labour, Peter, myself, will all try to answer the questions, but let's try and find constructive solutions rather than criticism because we are in God's house. And that's all I ask of all of you. I want to finish by saying one thing. I think if this program is to work, we got to start treating all our workers as the valued employees that they are. And that's across the board. In every approved employer needs to value you a hell of a lot more than they do. Up here you might just see a white man. And that is the other difference. We need to start to look past colour, start looking past race, and start all being equal. Because, yeah, I'm a white man. I'm also a fat white man. I'm a fat white man that loves to eat. And if it wasn't for you, I'd probably be skinny. So on behalf of everyone in Australia, we appreciate you, we value you, we respect you, and we are all very, very proud of you. We hope we have a good night tonight. Thank you very much for the opportunity to come and speak to you all. The guys that travelled far, I spoke to a couple of guys that came, 3-4 hours. Thank you for making the effort to come. I just think that we're all incredibly blessed to be in this room tonight together, and I hope to have the opportunity to talk to each and every one of you because I'm pretty interested in hearing what your stories are. So thank you very much, Peter, for the opportunity to speak. Thank you.
Thank you, Rodney. Ivlay tabot sait lui kat sam chelo Prestia. We'll keep going. Okay, but me ask him, His Excellency Mr. Samson Vivil Fare, you can make him one small remark, followed by Madam Leba, and then by me moving on to panel discussion. Thank you.
Good night, everyone. Good night, everyone. Before me start, me want them acknowledge all kata traditional owner blo land way mi stablem tete lo Prestia lo Mildura. Me want them respect me kalau kata leaders blo kata past, present, more future. More me want them acknowledge him to anyone way me partly indigenous blo Australia way mi stapote mi tete lo Prestia. But first and foremost, me want them tell them thank you lo Papa God lo heaven way mi save look at me everyone. More mi save bring me everyone tete lo Prestia. Blo you me come to get up blo small fellowship lo you me. Number two, something me want them tell them thank you to Mas Lopita, where me save organize me event play me tete lo night. Plo emi karami mi kam, mi save se mi no one easy something, emi logistically mi very complicated. Plo save karami mi everyone mi kam to get up plo small fellowship plo you me tete lo night. Number three, thank you plo me want to tell them thank you plo Rodney. Rodney we watem Commissioner plo lepa, watem Gloria, we list up to inside lo room too. We only save follow me kam lo Prestia. Me want to tell them thank you especially lo Icomply lo Rodney from without lo support plem by triple mi fla pa hemino possible block ham lo Prestia. So you may give him one big full round of applause lo hem watem olga everyone. Emia emi so no mo se you must partner na watem private sector lo side to lepa mobility blo you must continue blo partner watem private sector. Sorry for explaining no kutumas from Plumi fly, full plumi fly lisik, so make him say voice no good small. Pe before pa yumi ko lo panel plumi atim pa mi answer and plan the question blivla na lo panel tetelo naita. Pe first of all mi wanem se pa yumi also give him one big full round of applause lo you fly everyone way stop inside the room tete. Me just want to tell them on behalf of Commissioner Lepa, watem Gloria, also me were all representative of Vanuatu government. Me want to tell them thank you, Luifla. We will continue blockam, block support them economy of Australia. Most of time too support them economy of Vanuatu. So me will extremely proud lo when we will start making. Me will service you will make plan the sacrifice blockam lo Prestia. Pro local family will stop. Me aram junior italem say me must them I think 2 or 3 birthday finish pro small one blame. Pe me will tell them thank you, Lopikman. We mi save allow me vla blockam lo Prestia. Mo thank you lo Pigman bro always look at them all family blue vla lo home. Mo blo protect them all gata family lo home. Mo look at them vla ta vla stop lo Prestia. Blo vla no kasem all rabisi ko kasem one rabis accident lo Prestia Australia. So once again mi talem big fla thank you ko lo vla. We vla save continue blo work hard blo support them economy blo Australia. Also mo Rodney talem. So suppose tomorrow you know wake up you ko lo blo work. All Australians palino save kakai tomorrow. So emi power blo you you must have say you got power ya istapotemio. As of March, you must have say even before March, you must have say Vanuatu emi always dominate labor mobility. Yeah, you fla now pick fla number Australia compare lo kata 10 countries where all stop sending all workers ikam lo Prestia. I think statistics were before lo COVID. I think you fla 12,000. Out lo some 18,000. You fla no more 12,000. Now yeah, statistics play me sta ko anda pageken. You may look at time lo COVID. You may now you may still top list lo during lo time lo COVID. If like must have say first pilot project ever where me happen during lo COVID, emi watem Vanuatu, and emi amba me must give him pick flaha ni ko Commissioner Lepa watem team blem from or they make him say me happen. Yes. So through law office plan na make them say me possible blo Australian government me trust them me trust them quarantine process blo Vanuatu government blo me save allow him flight take am lo Australia lo September commissioners was me right September lo 2020 time we me come lo pick map mango Australia. So emi show power blue you emi show power blue ni Vanuatu workers say no matter what one natural disaster no matter got one force majeure where me happen no matter where by me got one disease where by save stop me blow me cross all borders you me still stop lo driving city at block am lo Prestia. Okay, emi power blue you from power yana where you use lo Prestia mo kut fala fashion where you stop lo Prestia mo hard work blue you mo skills blue you. Time meeting bat mi bin ko welcome mo kata workers ya lo Darwin lo time ya lo likam lo mango time li stop kamat lo quarantine every mango farmer lo quarantine lo Darwin oli talam lo mise ol kata liwan mo ni Vanuatu workers no mo wali blow work lo mango from ol kata li skill. I mean, all Katali got all skills pro work inside the mango industry. That's the way they try very hard to make sure say plene kam lo Prestia block karamol workers block camping map mango. So you must understand them say tomorrow's post wake up morning in okolo work not only pa Australians so lino kakai pa price block kakai pa hemi ko andap too. Okay? Mi kat one kutfula story where mi happen livla lo Prestia lo Mildura. I think sometime lo beginning blow ya kat one kat sam livla we one pick fula group poli kasam COVID lo Prestia. Fula poli kasam COVID lo Prestia. Ikat 3 main farmer lo Prestia wali ringi mi lo office plo mi li talam lo mi se High Commissioner mi vla wanam chatarem 3 extra flight ikam lo Prestia. Plo kam wok lo Mildura. After mi ask him lo kata se from one mi wanam chatarem on flight ya we naya you missed up tram lo resetem program or restatem program pakaken. Oli se mi vla ni dim 3 flight ya urgently ploy kamotem some 150 workers lo Prestia. After mi vla ask him lo kata se from one after li dalam se from ikat one pick fla group istap lo Prestia we li oli kasem COVID. So li no save ko lo work. So mekem se lista la house. Emi minimum time se lista la house. I mean se no kat mani pick map grapes. Most posino kat mani pick map grapes lo Prestia. I mean se price pro grape pa emi ko also anem. Pa emi ko antap. So tas tahu mi talam nolgata mi sen no pa I think pa you missed the first time pa you fly ko lukatem kutol kata wali lisi ko likasem covid ya kasem time wali finish after le pa you fly teke molgata pa ken oli work lo farm blue vela lo same day no mola afternoon blem ABC mi announce se price flow grapes table grapes ko andap from inokatman lo pick map grapes so you look power blue you time say you stop no more, you start work every day, you come back, you go, you come back, you talk lo family blue after the work, but you must have you got power ya. Time say you no stand up loko make a meat, you no stand up loko pick map apple, you no stand up loko pick map lettuce, you no stand up loko pick map strawberry, every price flow kakaya pa ili kontap. From say you no act. So that's the way you must stand up every time lo right pro you. You must stand up lo defend them you. Lo tell them say no, me no one just normal citizen when me come, me stand lo Prestia, lo take advantage lo system lo Australia. Lo profit also when me stop tell them lo Vanuatu, eh? You look. So you know just one but me tell them also sorry lo water but me tell them you know one useless citizen, eh? You one responsible citizen from you come lo Prestia, you support them economy lo kata lo Prestia. Okay? Ol kata statistics lo 2020 mo 2021 lo horticultural industry emiswem se excuse me emiswem se agriculture industry with the horticulture industry no mo emi make one revenue blow $70 billion 2020-2021 so lo outlaw $70 billion you tramting but say you contribute la Hamas lemia emi revenue we country make lo 2020-2021 emi kamat lo report lo National Farmers Federation. So itram timbat sponsor katali talam semi $70 billion. O itami convert mi golovatu emi trillions and trillions and trillions of vatu. Itram timbat se how na li saveri chim level ya spos mi no stablo Prestia. How na balikasem lo level ya plo make mania. National Farmers Federation emi stop make one target $100 billion industry lo 2030. 2030 National Farmers Federation emi one reach him $100 billion. Low revenue, low agriculture sector, with the horticulture industry. So you number you part premium. You one very important component part plo $100 billion target ya. Suppose you stop lo Prestia, but you have reach him $100 billion industry. Low 2030 waste come. Tete you me one 2022 8 years from now me 2030 yeah. So suppose you part premium, you part play equation ya. But you may never have reach him $100 billion benchmark ya, low 2030. So me want them say you must praise them you want more me vla lo sat lo Vanuatu government me vla talam thank you lo ifla from you vla kam support them economy lo Prestia pe me no tok pat economy we you support them ko pak lo Vanuatu lo sat lo remittance lo sat lo money we vla stop senemi ko lo Vanuatu money we vla senemi ko lo Vanuatu kaf money me benefit them family pli you to me benefit them. And you must understand me from say time you come work lo Prestia work lo you work lo government to from you support them economy lo Vanuatu too and me important lo understand them so tonight me want to encourage you me save say you make at plan de lo issues we stop lo pa you me talk pat pa you me talk little bit lo side lo issues lo me pe me want them tell them you say you must stand up strong every time one me come last time lo Prestia me talk pat mo me stop ko every place me talk pat unity yeah. I think Commissioner Blue mi tu itok pat pagaken, Commissioner Blue lepa itok pat unity pagaken, tami vlai stop lo stand top. Unity is very important. You vlai must always unite also one. You vlai must always unite pro work together. Also mo prata Rodney talam tetelo na say time say you vlai lulukut, you vlai save karambak power you vlai katya. You vlai must make sure say you vlai always stand up together. You vlai no must be divided. From tevel pa hemi kame komonem pa hemi kam lo divide mi. But you vlai must always stand up together also one. From you vlai tukata nam tamba you vlai stand up tukata pa you vlai kat mo power. So lo Prestia mi wanem stop lo Prestia mo min karachi mi vla mo talem thank you pakaken lo all kut vla wo vla ista megem pa yumi tok through lo question we vla kat lo tram lo answer amol gata questions we pa ikam aptete pe all sem pakaken thank you lo pita thank you lo kata everyone we list aptete lo night lo Prestia thank you block naisem kut vla event lo yumia.
Labor Commissioner, please come up.
Thank you, Peter. Good evening, Loyumi, everyone. Me Madam High Commissioner Loyumi, His Excellency Samson Vivil Fare. Wetem Peter Rodney blo acknowledge all traditional owners blo landia, all keta blo past, present, mo future. Momi also want them talem olsem se hemi one honor mo privilege blo mi vla savesta potem mi vla tonight Me also want them before me give him talk blo me want them talem thank you to lo Papa God. We hemi save unite em yumi tonight. Sposi yumi stop tete hemi from hemi planem get together blo yumi Every something we hemi happen hemi according lo plan blehem. Olsem lo talk blem lo book lo Jeremiah. Hemi talem se before hemi start from yumi lo Wumplo mami blo yumi, hemi kat plan o life blo yumi finish. So suppose you everyone is up today. Coming blo yuvla lo program mi no by mistake. So me want them yumi everyone you make give one round of applause. Go back lo Papa God from goodness, blessing blem all time lo life blo yumi. Also me want them yumi everyone you give him another round of applause lo yuvla everyone. Me with the High Commissioner, Gloria, Rodney, and Mishwa, Vanuatu government too, all leaders, me fly very proud to you, from work where you fly, megam lopesia, and me pick one to mass. And sposi Vanuatu, country blue economy blame, and me continue to sustain during COVID-19. And me through lo hard work blue through lo commitment blue dedication blue lo program. Coming blue lo program, hemi one challenging journey pamitala molsema from yuvla leko all loved ones blue for that long period of time, and for so many of you where you've been staplopesa since 2019, tem boda blue me lockdown lo March 2020, fula blue you no save come home. Mekem so you've stuck lopesia. Me vlei tram every possible way, blo megem sure say staying blo you Australia, you got one legal document where me save allow you blo you continue blo stop Australia. And we want them tell them all to say you've so privileged. You've so privileged that you've save got one placement labor mobility program. Counting down way back law 2019, 2020 time borders and me lockdown. Full up all business house pro yumi back at home, especially all tourism industry, all resort, all hotel from country blo yumi economy blame to hemi rely pikwan lo tourism industry. Yumi kat agriculture sector, but tourism na hemi one lo all many industry we hemi generate em economy. And time 2020 borders pro yumi hemi been locked down. Full up tourism industry only close them down all those progata. And full up businesses were only cut directly with them tourism industry, only also affected. And full up workman, mimi talem also from me to me responsible of domestic market back at home. So full up workman blow you me, where you work lo private sector blow you me back at home, only lose small jobs blow get Number blow unemployment and me go and up. And the only program where we have compensate them loss per job with them employment and me labor mobility program. And me so happy, more proud to stand up today, but tell them say Vanuatu and me one lo all first country lo Pacific region, apart from all Narvla sending country, where you may restart them back program during COVID period, where borders from Narvla country only close, pe Vanuatu, me manage to send them all first 170 workers, Icopaclo Northern Territory blo Australia blo picking up mango. So me want them you make one round of applause lo yuvla. You look, yuvla one brand. Pamitalem also High Commissioner, hemitalem full up good flat talk finish. Without yuvla, pam by price blo kakai lo market lo Australia ba hemi ko andap. Without yuvla, without all hard work blo yuvla, commitment blo yuvla, pambai no kat kakai lo table blo all Australians from all rely plante lo yuvla blo pick him up fruit, blo walk lo farm, blo harvest, blo make him all heavy work lo pack house, or lo abattoir. From all work yeah, all Australians alone, all you know have make him. So yuvla is so fortunate. Program hemi win-win lo to get aside, hemi benefit im economy blo yumi, mo also hemi benefit im economy blo country ya. Sposi yumi everyone yumi decide blo leko program tete yumi ko back lo Vanuatu, pambai to vela country by lose, by cut lose lo to get aside. From one em, from by you know cut job, domestic market lo Vanuatu, but hemi no save able to provide them job lo full up lo yumi. And me want them tell them all same to say full up lo yumi or yumi part lo labor mobility program. Yumi no been cut that privilege, but yumi save attend them one high level tertiary education. And yumi so grateful and fortunate that labor mobility program and me come and me save provide them employment lo yumi regardless lo educational background lo you. And hemi you so privileged lo you save stop lo program. This year, we will open one system, what we call them in-country recruitment database. And as of this month, you make out over 1,000 workers who can register the system, plus same interest plus part of labor mobility program. Either Australia or New Zealand. So you've stop finish inside the program, you've so fortunate. So fortunate. It true them you manage one big number as of March lo iya. Number blo Australia alone, blo ni Vanuatu workers no more, and me 6,292. And blo Australia, me over, blo New Zealand, and me over 5,000. So, and me minimum one and me minimum say Vanuatu, and me still dominate the market, and me minimum say full up blo yuvla, from performance blo yuvla, dedication blo yuvla, commitment blo yuvla, lo all farmers blo yuvla. Fasin blo respect ya where you've like kat lo all farmers blo yuvla and me still him hat blo keta and emi so em lo keta say yes Vanuatu hemi kat one brand all workers blame only all brand where only irreplaceable. Me historian with them full up farmers all multi-million farmers me sit down with them all keta lo last week some only even cut plan and me try blo pulum attention blo keta talk with them all keta about yuvla performance blo all ni Vanuatu workers lo farm. All is so proud lo yumi all man Vanuatu, hardworking people. And me too, me proud plo me look say work plo me, and me save benefit him some farmers lo pesia. And all you look plo recruit more workers from Vanuatu as of next year. So by got full up opportunities out there, by you me continue to negotiate them all new industry. But me want them encourage him yumi, please. Number hai me grow ko anda pitru. By got full up blessing, by got full up opportunities, but by got full up challenge too. It got full up issues too. So by me no talk iko tumas, me want them reassure back you me no more. Suppose tete government and me come lo level blue yuvla town. Me stop 2019, 2020, 2021. Me watch full up issues lo social media, full up complaint only come, but from you me no save travel come from border only lockdown. You me force lo COVID-19 where emi one force majeure, also High Commissioner emi talem, emi outlaw control bro you me no save travel come to Australia from you must comply with them all quarantine requirement. And at the time emi very challenging too. Blo mi vla save come visit him yuvla. Na ya where you me stop flexible with them all border relaxation blo you me as of 1st of July border blo you me ba hemi reopen back ikolo world. By cut one pre-reopening hopefully lo next week as of number 14 June. Minim say all man will only stop overseas only go back lo Vanuatu. Bali no money to colo quarantine. So emi one pre-entry. And then 1st of July by you me cut border reopening. So you me where you me stop lo pesia since 2019. Emi one opportunity blow you save touch base with them family blow you back again. It true you've like been work hard, maybe full up you've like go through the full up challenge, that long separation and me create them a lot of issue. You may read them full up something about all negative impact of program. And today, panel discussion yeah, me like stop to answer them all question blue you. You may understand them too, but you may be in our ways and Australian government and we make them to follow program by come 1 as of April this year. You lo Vanuatu, you no sign them up new MOUs with them implementation arrangement lo hauna. You want them look him new program by hemi work. So new program ya emergent PLS Pacific Labour Scheme with them seasonal workers program I come 1. Oli call them Pacific Australia Labour Mobility Program and I got big fla work yet lo you work em. So coming blo mi vla lo week ya. And even last week, mi vla stop with some farmers finis. Lo weekend, mi vla stop with them yuvla. Mi vla want them identify all issues. How by you me resolve them. And High Commissioner, he make me clear finis. Posi Icomply, he me stop with them mi vla tete. And me from you me want them strengthen them partnership lo you me with them private sector lo Australia. From private sector na he me give him work lo yuvla. I through program me program lo government. Government and me negotiate them through all diplomatic relationship you make with them Australia. And for the past 40 years, Australia has been one good friend of Vanuatu finis. You make it full up good for a working relationship. And you may want them continue to grow in relationship at colonara level. And you may want them make them labor mobility blow program blow Australia with them Pacific, but have one unique one. Huh? Lo Pacific so that other countries lo wall where all get to all different labor mobility program only have a look lo model where Australia have me cut them Pacific and then only have expand them opportunities that to come to Vanuatu. So I got big fella work is stop yet. Tete panel discussion. Mi vla stop lo besa lo answer them all question blo you've like got any queries lo side pro process or new a program how by me look like. Or even you make out full up issues about social welfare, absconding. Me stand up tete, me want them tell them all same, say please you've learned of right lo mivla. Not treating mivla all same all enemies pro you've take a mivla all same all friend. You me one island, one flag, one country, and no forget them, motto blow you me tell them say look God you me stand up. In God we stand. Unity you me must continue blow you me observe them. You must continue blow you me strengthen them so that you may continue to grow labor mobility program not only in Australia but in Vanuatu so that you fly all good fly ambassadors where stop finish but you fly continue to open them up door blow more brother more sister blow you me only have come train them you me labor mobility program in Australia and then by you me make them labor mobility lo Pacific way lo way where me bring him humbleness humility peace more unity. Thank you to much attention by everyone. And me want them conclude all same. Me want them you me everyone. You me give you one big round of applause. Lo Icomply from without financial support plehem. Me no save stop what you vla tete. High Commissioner me no save stop what you vla tete. Gloria no save stop what you vla tete. So me want them you me tell them appreciation. But you me call Icomply. Thank you very much, Rodney, for everything you're doing for us. Thank you to lo Pita with them wife plehem. We to vla is have organized a fellowship program. I think plan blomi vla finish no lo Queensland, lo Brisbane, stand up Kabulcha. But time we talk lo Pita hemi la lebet relatives come lo mi with them wife plehem. Time to vla tell him se full up issue lo Mildura. Me say okay, but me decide lo mi come. Me want to come visit him you vla. You me sit down, you me historian, also you me all man place time you me got all issues, you me go to Ketalo Nakamal, you me sit down, you me historian. But unfortunately, today you me no stop lo Nakamal, you me stop lo church, well sem Rodney me talem, you me no come lo you me rao, you me come, ask him question, and bam you vla try best lo answer him all queries pro you vla. Thank you Thomas, mo me wish him you me everyone one good fella time. Thank you.
Okay, by you may get ready to panel discussion. But before you make on side lem, just need to make a few preparations. But me ask them group to come sing one more item. Toilet, possibly come you local sign outside. Koisum toilet. drink some water kat one tap put outside loe, and then by me get into main part of the program me. Thank you, Junior.
Good night. While you stop stretching backside blue. Pamilai one dem ria family minimo lo tok lo papakot lo one song by again. Sit down, listen, and feel blessed lo message lo song ya. Thank you.
Who doesn't wish for sunny days? That the sky above us will never turn gray. But life isn't always sunshine. We have times that leave us asking why. And when the clouds roll in and tears begin to fall, there must be a reason for it all. Redeemer of the rain, the Lord will never waste our pain. He brings beauty out of brokenness and hope to our heartache, healing out of every hurt that invades our shattered world. We never walk through trials in vain. He's the Redeemer of the rain. Every problem that we face is sifted by the Father through hands of grace. He uses sorrow to draw us, to call us closer to His side. It's in the middle of the storm we learn to trust that He's always watching over us. Redeemer of the rain, the Lord will never waste our pain. He brings beauty out of brokenness and hope to our heartache, healing out of every hurt that invades our shattered world. We never walk through trials in vain. He's the Redeemer of the rain. Dark days we walk through, they lead the path of others, leading them to the Redeemer of the rain. He brings beauty out of brokenness and hope to our heartache, healing out of every hurt that invades our shattered world. We never walk through trials in vain. Oh, we know His mercy long enough to save. Is the Redeemer of
Thank you.
Thank you for that item, Redeemer of the race. Okay, before we get into our panel discussion, looking at what's happening here, I know, as it's been said before, it's no coincidence, meaning there's a reason why it's happening. You got one reason, after name you missed up today. So before you go into the panel discussion, we want them to keep him in mind, you say, by you missed a discussion, me no look happen yet. But yet you make a 2 government officials who missed a Prestia, one approved employee we stop, and by you start talk about some lol issue here. Minus possibly say, Mimi work with them medic, Mr. Inside Mr. Local issue. But the time first time, but me look by you make one discussion of him. So be proud as Nivans that you Mr. Spearhead me. You try to tackle him before issue get more worse. But me say by Minister make him unless we put God first. So please bow your heads, please. But me just start one word of prayer. Papa heaven. Fulap lo mi vlam la stala island mi vlakam, sam lo mi vlam la stalo town. Samoli school kut, samoli finish no mo, we English no kutumas. Kan blo write lo passport we one letter no mo one name. But yet mi vla stalo presatite. Ikat all concerns we stop. All man only worry all families, all man only worry all pikinini. All business only worry lo business pro kita. But somehow, me just tell them thank you lo time mi vla save spend them together, to discuss them. How we will have a unite to move go forward, but it not happen unless we will put them you first. So again, word please tell them if we ask anything in the name. So Papa, me ask him, Spirit please, like him thoughts from me vla have a discussion in one positive way. We will make him change and upward, moving forward. Plus make him Vanuatu not only emi shem semi long God me vla stand up, but show him the wall. Se mi vla believe one God, where emi alive, and emi offer mi vla the only gift of salvation, which is emi through Jesus Christ our Savior. So with the emi bagan, mi commit him each one lo hands blue, give spirit blue, start him vla go through discussion no vla, mi ask you name Jesus, Mr. Pray, Amen. Okay, I would like to invite the panelists to come up, and we will start our discussion.
Hello. Yeah, works.
Kennedy Roga. Okay, so just to lay some ground rules to our panelists, when the question comes across, you have a minute to talk, and then we have another 30 seconds to have someone else respond. If it gets to the point where you might need to explain a bit more, then I will allow it. But if not, I will have to cut you short, okay? So we can keep this discussion going and try to cover as much of the topic as we want to. Okay, so all ground rules, 1 minute per only respond all question. After I got 30-minute extra, post one araman, you want them ask one something. Now, unfortunately, with them time, but me, I got some certain points where maybe by mi lekolohan lo olgeta posoli want them ask him question nikam lo yuvla or posivla want them ask one question nikam. Okay, be mi want them open from mi save se ikat fulaman lo want them ask more question. But me aware se only travel round only save all question ya. Okay, so you know se me no want them neglect them all question we ask him. But by that time after you share him kakai, you will save ask him lol kita then. But for now, you may try and focus on all big topics we may talk about. So you may have address them. So at least you may have start them forward motion. You may look lol issue where is stop affect them. You may. Okay. Chief Pitayamak. Chief Pita, please, you come on up. Share a mic. Okay, panelists, good evening, and thank you for taking your time to join us. And for those watching online and for the audience, thank you once again for joining us. And apologies, but we will do this panel discussion in Bishlama, but obviously, Rodney, your questions will be in English. SWP and PLF, nice to come together. But yet you may look number blo olmanis taranwe, it still continue to happen. Possibly look lo side one approved employer, but hemi savikaramol evidence plan lo suggest them one worker namo emi decide lo hemi abuse program lo hemi run away. But times you mikolo some workers, bagote talem from se emaili no lokatem kutokota. Misave se fula police town lo place or list tram lo lokatem all answer all questionnaire. So now all government or list tram lo put them together one new program, but yet you may not look any solution or any answer lo all questionnaire or lo point of view Mr. look them. So by question by Mr. Misake Mikolo High Commissioner, your thoughts and your response to absconding. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter. Good night, everyone back again. I think before me just answer a question, lo said to absconding, imo good by you me also think about say to flash scheme at them to fly come one where you me call them SWP with them PLS. SWP me seasonal workers program with them PLS me Pacific Labor Scheme. Now you miss have a difference finish between to fly to kata SWP me 9 months visa and me only call them casual short term. More PLS me 3 years visa. Where only take a new come place up 3 years, you work semi skills, more sometimes skill jobs where you make a place up 3 years, different sector. Now you may look say Australian government and me decide to measure to last scheme go one come one no more. And may no more say one day only just decide to just merge them all some no more. May mean take out full up work behind Losina and Vanuatu me contribute plan day to make sure say to last scheme come one. To la schemia only merge them to fly come one no more, you deal with them one no more. You may not stop deal with them full up different scheme and allow partnership where you make out with the Australian government. Now you may look say now yeah number of absconding is stop command up inside law PLS more is come to end up side law SWP. Yeah? I think one now where me number I command up too much low one period of time na me set time where COVID me hit. 2020 March 2020 yeah got full of factors make them say COVID make them say or full up lo email stop runway lo work full up oligato genuine reasons plokata pro li runway some lo email li runway mo from setting only one ko look some partners plokata will stop lo different town full up li runway from selino bin make money enough money lo time lo COVID so make them say full up lo email stop runway lo abscond yeah Moi kat full up something yet to pa imi mas work lem plus threaten plus make sure say all katapos kondisya pali mas come back pa ken lo program. If fly sta work to kita now ya plus make sure say what the Australian government plus make sure say mi fly find a more solution plus put more solution forward plus encourage all kata will abscond plus let all kata isave say mi all kata ligat one grace period plus come back lo program.
Thank you, Bami. Stop you from Mr. Sepa. You want them touch more lem. Labor Commissioner, Mr. Kam question Icomply.
Okay. Thank you, Thomas Peter. Yes, lo site lo yumi lo Labor Department or Ministry of Internal Affairs where yumi implement them program. Think High Commissioner hemi talem full up talk finish. Mi flash stop work very closely with them Vanuatu High Commissioner lo Canberra with them government of Australia. Lo make them sure say once you merge them to the program, you may want them look him say me achieve him full up benefits where by me answer them full up all issues where you've let's stop go through them na yam. You may say since creation of the program and has you must go through lo implement them program for the past 10 years you come kasem 2020 time COVID I may been hit him hard you may by you me tell them also say you may find them some real issues lo program and meeting say COVID I may come to him one blessing lo you me blow how you may look him program by him progress towards the future. So we've been mentioning and finished today. By cut room, blow you may review all current MOUs, all implementation arrangement, and inside law all implementation arrangement. Yeah, by you may talk about all process blow every welfare issues where you've let stop go through them. one na role blo Australian government, one role blo Vanuatu government, and also me stand up tite blo talem se commitment blo Vanuatu government. Hosem se emi been one shema for the past 10 years or lo existence blo program maybe over lo 10 years finish. You me look him number blo all workers emi ko anda pikwan lo Australia, but you me no cut one liaison officer lo ground. Blo hemi have travel lo every state blo Australia blo hemi address all welfare issues ya. So hemi one priority blo Vanuatu government too blo make him sure say this year you me cut one liaison officer hemi appointed, and then you me look to lo future priority blo Vanuatu government. You me save say Australia hemi one continent, and you me cut all different state lo besa, and every workers blo you me only scattered lo every different state blo Australia in small number, in big number. So iminim say all issues to hemi pick one, and plan blo government now ya blo ba you me mas putum every liaison officers lo every different state blo Australia. Government blo Australia to hemi committee hem blo hemi support Vanuatu government blo provide them one liaison officer position, hemi one funding blo 12 months. So then ba mi vlai ko back lo Vanuatu ba mi vlai look blo whether you me send them someone lowe hemi come or ba you me save use mol diaspora blo you me iminim all community blo Vanuatu or all geta we only been come lo time lo blackbirding. You me save say you me cat one big fla diaspora stop lo pesa might as well you me use mol geta. So hemi partnership lo you me with them communities blo you me will remain lo Australia. Thank you, Thomas.
Thank you, Labour Commissioner. Rodney, before I come to you, I just wanted to add with something that the Labour Commissioner has mentioned. Kennedy Roga is a diaspora community member. Kennedy, I'll get you to introduce yourself, but I'd like you to share with everyone, there's something that when the program started, you saw as a need, and then you initiated a few things that has happened in this area to sort of help Pacific Islanders coming into the country.
Yeah, thank you. We like acknowledging President His Excellency and Commissioner and Rodney. Yes, me Blossom Islands, and me wearing two-ply hat, if you want to call it that way, just for some background information. We started with the diaspora community here in Mildura. We started what we call Tri-State One Talk community, where mostly all diaspora community people will stop the place here, Vanuatu, Papua New Guinea, and some Islands community here. This was before the all labor scheme may come out. The reason being, try to get in touch one time all community members here. And when this program may come, we just say, well, you must try for extending this instead of keeping to ourselves. You may try and find a way so that we can also extend this, how we can be able to reach out and provide them way we can support all One Talks Wobaikam, Papua New Guinea, some Islands, and Vanuatu, this region. And so those who were here in Mildura, you would know that before COVID hit, almost every second Sunday, we will say play lo park. That's some non-community, Vanuatu community, and those that are come. And we try to do it in a way so that by providing that opportunity to do that. And so time blow him up, but that is the background and what we try to do to achieve, to reach out all ifla ways I come lo disla. And so far we have been doing that, and maybe we'll try and do a bit more. But the other hat I wear is maybe later on I can share that, but that is more on the as part of the religious side of it, and maybe I can comment on that a bit later on.
Thank you, Kennedy. Rodney, you're the CEO and founder of Icomply. The words that I'm getting is you're going viral in Vanuatu, and there's a reason why. As an approved employer, touching on the topic of absconding, what was your stance before? You shared with me before a story.
Okay, I think as an approved employer, my stance with absconding has changed considerably. Okay, and you know, like any approved employer that invests money and expenses to bring workers out, to have them abscond before they have repaid their debts to the company is disappointing. However, I think we need to start looking at reasons on why they're absconding, because people don't abscond for no reason. And that's the biggest thing I've learnt so far. And I got to be honest, and one thing I say to my team, the one thing I'll never do is I'll never lie to you. And I'll do the same thing here tonight. I'll never lie to you. So what I'm about to tell you is the truth. I was dead against absconders. In fact, I despised them. During COVID, I despised the absconders that tried to get my workers to abscond, and I still despise those ones, okay? What we need to do is have a look at reasons why people are absconding and get to the real issue. Because, as I said before, people don't abscond for no reason. I had an absconder in my office, and I don't want to mention in open forum. I listened to her story last week and I cried for an hour on the reason that she absconded. You know, that woman was sexually assaulted on multiple times. She had no support, no welfare, no option but to run. Is she to be demonised for that? No. No, she did what she had to do to save her life. There's people out there that couldn't get explanations on what their deductions were. They couldn't get clarity on what their deductions were. You know, their questions went unanswered, so they got frustrated and they absconded. Well, who failed them? Okay, their approved employer failed them because they weren't transparent. And I can say, talking one good thing about, and we mentioned about it being one program now, the portability is going to be a lot better, and the abscondee stance has softened, and if you have absconded, get yourself back into the program. That's the one bit of advice I can give you. If it's not with the employer that you wanted to, talk to the PLF. They have some actually really good people in there right now that are helping absconders.
All right, thank you. Because I'll get the High Commissioner and the Labour Commissioner to touch on that. But we'll jump to Junior. Junior, you started from 3 years, you know?
2 years. 2 years, 3 months.
Okay. Now, obviously, Mr. Haramol all issues that come around, but particularly with them when we used to make our own personal ministry blue down low, yeah? And you share them small, say you keep him focused, but we just want them just come out small no. We want them you share them vision where you've like at now, 30 July we've left the plan, and a network where you make them down low. We want them you share them small, please. Then but you may come back, me ask him some question.
All right, just quickly. So what's something been mentioning inside the small group Mivila is small in numbers, but we have a very unique talent, and that is in singing. So as you can see, the group singing for us tonight shows that the group has a talent that we want to sort of showcase. It's something that we also want to show to the community where we live in, that we're not just here for work, but we have a sort of a gift where we want to bless other people within the community, and that's a sort of thing that also motivates each one, that they always want to look forward to one of our event or program to take part on. And just to go straight low, when I'm Mitalam say event when we start trying to organize them, we will involve them for the first time after COVID, when now all the relaxation of the restriction only finished. And we will involve them with them town council blow stall. And even town council will be very impressed, because since COVID, there hasn't been any, especially migrant community will come inside our town, or even come approach them council for anything or some. And so because the all boys only stop only thinking say it's our last year, why not we do something that will be a last thing for us? We don't know if we're gonna have a stay longer in store or not. So we decided to have Independence Day, but like a evening function, and we would like to sort of call it as a traditional talent show night. And so when I went and had meetings with the town council, which is Northern Grampian Shire, and they said, oh, you know what, you guys, come right on the right time, because we are looking for, community that we can actually reach out to within our community, especially migrants that are trying to come and settle here, lo stall. So, so you are entitled of, any community grant, you can apply for it. So recently, Mivulai, all boys, all start all big preparation now, yeah, with them community, more town council, blow. Apply from grant, and once we garam grant, we start to look blow them that big event lo town hall, which is only give me free lo community, and then by me cater all other Pacific Islanders to only come join in, and let's start look blow invite them to all neighboring town Vanuatu and Sweli walk lo neighboring town, but come join in, and purpose blow event yeah, and me blow celebrate them Independence Day, show them culture. More traditional lo community, something we must give back to community too, bloody look, since we blessed up for over 2 years, and okay. Also.
Thank you, by me stop you, by me.
Yes, okay,
continue.
Thank you.
Excellency, you've been mentioning about grace period, yeah. You try to explain them when I'm grace period, yeah. Ale when I'm not, but iminim lo Manuel Staranway.
Thank you, Peter. I think lo set lo grace period, mi vlay notify them yet. So when na grace period, blue fly. So ika do something, lol kata wali abscond. You may find a much full up lol kata wali abscond, or ikara multi different visa too. Lol kata wali karamo by mi kol tala one protection visa. Protection visa, mi visa wali sta give him lol refugees, or nafla toko yim stop tala moli asylum, asylum seekers. So full apply, if I list up apply from protection visa, but if I apply from protection visa, if I no current protection visa, it will start in bridging visa no more. So Mr. Harem plan the rumors we stop ronol part of Prestia, if I stop tell him say full apply, if I list up protection visa $700, $700 to $800, $900, we if I stop go through some member of community blue Pacific lo Prestia, we stop charge him if money. Protection visa I mean used to be $35 no more. $35 cost plan. Now, yeah, the protection visa is $40 as of this year, 2022. So, minus obviously, how now you've like come up local pay more $700, $800, $900 low all protection visa. Yeah, you've like must obviously all man will you collect the money, you've like me illegal, illegal law site. Yeah. So, I suppose all authorities only can say more kata, but the more proof only save kolo, only save take more kata kolo code from Fashinia from protection visa. I mean, $900 or $700 to $600, and which is $40 no more. Now, yeah, grace period we pita itok pat sepa mi fly tram talam li fla grace period mi fly tu kata watem office pro commissioner blo leba watem government blo Vanuatu mo government blo Australia mi fly sta walk out lo one model na ya blo fine mat se hamas manis na ba mi fly give him some grace period. Blo after let them blow announce him, blow make him one joint communication maybe, blow announce him, go kata people blow me, lo Prestia, put one statement, blow tell him say one press release, blow tell him say suppose you abscond, you got grace period also, blow come forward. Block come forward now. Time you come forward, you must come out in full story blue you. You come out in full story blue you. Number one, you can copy blue passport. Number two, you can copy blue last visa where you stop in Holem. Number three, you must write in full story blue you. Time you fly ask him you blue write in full story blue you. You know meaning say you write in full story blue you come blue me lo telephone. It means you write them lo paper. You stand, you write them kutul story blue you. Why na you abscond? What time na you abscond? One of the reasons blue you abscond. After you provide them all proof. So reasons blue you, me blow tell them say me no make enough money. Me fly must look all proof through lo pay slip blue you. Okay? So time you fly collect them all documentations here. You fly must have one something say. Me fly work with them DFAT, or you call them Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade, lo Prestia Australia. Time se mi vlay woko tem department niya, imin siya all kata wali stop you issue mol visa blue vlaya, all kata liwan nar flat department pa ken lock up man Australia. Ise mak lu Vanuatu time you see ko wai ko lo health is talonem Ministry of Health. You ko look lo hospital is talo Ministry of Health. Time you want one paper document you ko lo civil status is taplo andalone ministry is talo internal affairs. So lo Prestia tu ise mak lo kata likatol different department olsem. So time say you fly send mol documents blue fly kam, pa mi fly putu mol documents blue fly ko lo home affairs. Home affairs na katali responsible lo visa. Pael katali look lo story plo you suppose say only one them or suppose plo ikam lo interview lo you must be ready plo pali interview lo you. Ikat process ya. You know say pa you tell them say you give him no more paper ikam everything you finish tomorrow you come back inside the program. No. You must tell him how now you must make sure say you come back visa plo you must convince him all kata lo story plo you. Okay, miana story blue na mi more important blue convince mo gata blo talam say yes me abscond from one reason mi katol proof blo mi and for that reason mi wanam come back again inside the program.
Permit stop me, Excellency, Madam Commissioner.
Thank you, Peter. Yes, I think below at them no more one name where High Commissioner have mentioned them about asylum or one name protection visa. Normally protection visa only give him all refugee. Now you me full up you me aram full up story only tell them say them you karam protection visa pampai only no save touch him you. Iminim say you save stop Australia you make a one name where you want them. Might hem it true for the time being for you stop one breaching visa. But no forget them say protection visa ya where you stop apply from ya I got one long vala process ya. But only save grant them you maybe after 3 years or after 7 years. Now ba mi talam ol semelo you vlam. Ta you start take protection visa you start apply from protection visa. Also my High Commissioner hemi bin talam full up time Venice. You stop apply from protection visa ya against some Vanuatu government. From you fright ba you go back to Vanuatu but one problem mi kasem you. Now mi want them talam lo you all sem. You stop lo breaching visa na ya. You know things say all officials lo government of Australia bali silip lo request for you by kat investigation process. Oli ko oli investigate them ko time oli find him out say you kiaman. Oli give him you 28 days lo you stop leko country. You know leko country you save se by you subject lo wanem deportation. So Mr. Apilo you vlal kut fla citizens lo country lo you me all kut fla ambassadors please talk lo all family where only cut that protection visa or only abscond and then bloko karam protection visa. Time we ba mi vlay walk out process pro you vlay come back lo program. Come back with them truth. Talk truth. No kiaman from kiaman blo you by put you lo problem. And lo day where you subject lo deportation, iminim say you cut one blacklist. Red mark lo border control blo Australia. You know most of entaram Australia lo maybe for 10 years time. Even lo RSC program, but you know save Bethlehem. So me also Commissioner blo lepa Mr. Happily come lo yivla please keep him good name blo yumi Vanuatu. Might you got one special reason as to why you abscond and then you end up lo current protection visa from maybe life and me hat lo country ya you need one job lo you save a ball blo you sustain lo Australia. But now ya we you Mr. go back lo no more life Mr. Happy lo yivla please come back lo program. As soon as pamivlay work lo all process plo singatem back you me where you me abscond or you me stop lo that special category visa ya time frame ba you me give him please you fly comply with them come back lo program you me straight them road plo you so that you go back lo country you go back lo Vanuatu name plo you but hemi still good yet lo border control lo Australia and blo information plo you fly no more you me got some classical example me talk by experience me no invent them story me no invent them will lo besia. Me talk by experience, you me got some workman finish where only abscond, only kasem back lo Vanuatu, time only kasem Vanuatu, only process them visa, block come back lo Australia for another season, visa decline. Family too decline, entry lo Australia. So you look impact the decision blo you. Not only by me affect them you, but by affect their family blo you, by me want them part lo program. Thank you.
Thank you, Labour Commissioner. Before you me just want them, I think when I saw a film that full of workers only want them, only say okay, possibly make them something, the best interest plokota, but when I'm not, also by tell them grace period, I think I'm only want them understand more how police have come without fearful of when you know when I'm hope na you mistake him lokota be. Before you me call full of livla you less have a when I start no Chief Peter Yamak. Yesterday me to fly tok be emi talawan something low way me sek we hemi sakam kain tok osem emi talawan something with the when hemi look Icomply stomach em be them sek you just introduce you tell them small story and brief after you touch lo for when em na you sakam tok lo with the when em Icomply tell them.
Thank you too much. Good night, Luimi. So this afternoon or this evening you me so privileged plo you me savekat Labour Commissioner plo you me lo Vanuatu he me savekam stop with me lo tonight High Commission plo you me we lo Australia we me start represent me lo pesa he me save stop and CEO plo Icomply we mi sabe stapia we mi pisalu ke mem no lo FP we hemi stop lo program plan mo te mo la all workman plan junior and who hemi Austin program lo night ya yes te lo night also mi stop down mi sa listen with them interest lo when mo to la big man bli mi oli start talem te sam lo mi oli kam lo pesa mainly blow harem wonem now all Nivula road we buy me cut them tomorrow with them to Valaya. Absconding him pin come one issue where you call a house blow every man will stop Australia or you are name animal. And even suppose you look him lot some network lo Vanuatu where you Mr. post through lo name ya you cut all rabbits talk no mo ista come out lo name absconding. But also we Rodney him right Italian. For some reasons, yes, all manual, all pin abscond. And the time Mr. Stan, Mr. Lesson with the interest of some big woman with Mr. Stan with the Mimi, and Mr. Talem. He got one way out, some place here. Always someone picking in hemi pon. If me walk out and me fall down. Program ya, hemi no pin. Program with the Mimi Australia, hemi no pin, hemi no 12 years, hemi no 10 years play media. Picking in hemi just pon, hemi walk out and fall down. So you me so lucky, or say Samvla speaker only Pintalam say, you me so privileged time where you me look some big man bring me only come stop so you explain them real situation. The day Vanuatu, me so lucky with time where COVID-19 me strike. You me start up two plus support them country blame me. Time me talk about them absconding. Samvla lo me only stop here, only abscond. The day only come. All top man, only work good, all several man, only like a more, only work good. But when I'm now by me request them outlaw, all big man play me. When I'm kind road now by me cut them tomorrow play help them situation. Yeah. So when I'm come out hard play me stop believing, me trust them talk tell them same say, suppose he cut any way out play me so make him one new pitch. Plus situation. Yeah. From say you me animal, you me support them country play me no cut any man more.
Thank you,
Outlaw New Zealand when we started in 2008.
Thank you, Thomas.
Thank you, Thomas.
But from answer so question for me, Emmy, you got one something where Rodney make him after you tell him so you jealous him. Will him something?
So Mimi stop out some or some you rightly tell him yes, Mimi one chief. He got some of the only line blood chief. And some people only save go to me. That me stop inside the Port Villa town. And me stop on someone deputy lot me run well deputy lot me come custom place me stop here. For some reasons. Me run well deputy lot me come stop here me resign lot place me sakam let up me go. And me stop on someone chief, me so jealous. That me look him Rodney, me look out them ni Vanuatu. Me sa talam me sa stand up say, me look him Rodney, me stop on say me white man pe inside me black man. Because me so good live Lord man Vanuatu is stop here. Time me stop 2008 New Zealand, never one white man or say me treat them never want to people or say Rodney him stomach him. This is how all farmers only make him look out to me or say blow you know got absconding inside the system. For some reason or say me rightly tell him he got reason why your money only abscond. And the day by me request me go back to Valaman play me but tell him say he got any way out play me survival situation. Yeah. From man will you abscond or you go, or you drive him tractor now, or you smart, or you work smart more than all the other man but you come tomorrow. How now by me come back all money, you come back the line. And me expect them suppose only got one new standard whereby me put them tomorrow, Plotalamoself say whoever way me come back me come the line, you me write them one out of the promise back and Plotalamoself say you abscond, lo 1 hour, number 2 hour, pa me arrest me, put them back, you go back.
Thank you. Thank you, Chief Peter.
Thank you, Thomas.
Peter, can I just add one thing quickly about if you have absconded, okay? If you have absconded, if you don't do anything tomorrow, get private health cover. Because the story I told before about George that was in hospital, I got his hospital bill last night and it was $24,000. Okay? His private health cover will cover it. But if you're absconded, I guarantee you your approved employer has stopped paying your private health cover. So if you haven't done anything, go get yourself covered for private health. That's the best tip I can give you.
Madam Labour Commissioner, so you may look how mi harem direction is tako and mi importance for welfare support. When I'm not thinking blue, what them all pregnancy was to happen, what them all deaths was to happen, what them all kita wali kam lubrisa wali stakasam cancer.
Okay, thank you, Thomas. Peter, yes, I think you may got full up issues. So, Semitalam Vinis has program and Mr. Grow, number hemi go on top, but all issues too, hemi stop grow pick one. So, lo answer question, lo Peter, you may got all cases, lo, all mama we, only come kasem lo pesia, only pregnant, and then only end up lo hospital. Next something where office plo me or office plo High Commissioner, bahemi awelehem. Pa all authorities of Australia palikolem yumi or even all workman all mama we all end up hospital palikol blo ask him say who pa hemi pem hospital blo keta. Okay, one something we pamitalem lo yumi everyone. Excuse language blo me. Pamitalem all sem. Kafman blo Vanuatu. All family blo you. No forget say process blo engagement blo you lo program mi start lo community blo you. Ikam lo family blo you through lo consent blo. Or loved ones blow you, come to church, and then me will support them you. Government is support them you, blow you cut one placement lo program. Now coming blow you lo program, hemi blow you support them family blow you. Government blow Vanuatu, hemi no send them you blow you come, especially you me where you me cut family back at home. You me cut all, you me all married man or all married woman. You me come, you me start one you la family lo pesia. Emia emi no fulfilling purpose pro program. So me want them tell them all you me all mama where you me come walk lo Australia. Time you walk, you know even kasem 12 months medical insurance for you, me no cover my pregnancy blow you. So time by you miss them, so you end up lo one kind situation all same. And me very challenging blow me, very challenging blow High Commissioner. You me cut some cases where hospital bill and me even kasem 25,000 Australian dollar, around 2.something million Vanuatu. And me have me pity money blow savings blow you, but you carry me come back home. Question where stop? Are you taking risk ya? Lo case blow you me all mama. You come, you walk to one country where health standard me high. You me look him very lately. Not all mama, all papa too. All cases blow cancer is the up. Cancer lo skin, and stage blow liver cancer, cancer lo breast, cancer lo basket blow bikini. Advice for me come live look after yourself. You can walk lo pesias, possible employer blow you, me give him you all health and safety equipment, blow you blow you walk lo farm, follow him instruction. From you save son blow Australia to hemi one strong son, not that healthy, where hemi save cause him skin cancer. Where am class? High Commissioner full up time to make him funny lem from you make at one kind mentality mo culture where that you me all man place you me wear class you me wear all shoes up I'll say you me flash but you carry out mentality ya lo you from you stop lo one country where health and safety and me one requirement and time you know look out them could you but you end up lo hospital time walk cover you have me not enough you burden them system one time yeah. And me got one limited budget no more. From me look at them domestic market with them international market through the labor mobility program. And even budget for me, but I mean enough for me pem cover blue lo pesia health cover blue. Lo narula issue lo set lo kill lo place lo work. Ta you kasem kill lo place lo work advice for me gam lo you please. You no compromise with them employer blue. Me offer them you one package. After you know want them go through the process lo work cover. Maybe I offer you $36,000. You can remember go back to Vanuatu. Next something you can every money, and then you struggle, you stop, you suffer, you stop. No, that you can some kilo place flow work. Leko work cover process and be complete so that only have compensate them percentage blow incapacity blow you, blow only pen from incapacity blow you, but have me affect them you for the rest of your life. So encouragement blow me and I come blow you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Peter. I think before you talk about lo site lo health, ikat something pag kan we min poten blo mention em lo site lo absconding mo protection visa. You Mr. Harem plan the time say full up lo yumi well stop karam protection visa or bridging visa li wet lo karam protection visa o li talam lo kata say you got full right lo live lo Australia, you got full right lo study lo Prestia, you got access lo Medicare. Mo at the same time you have a work also every Australians lo Prestia. Yes, am I true? You got every right here, blood some one Australians, blue leave Lopecia, while we only stop look dossier blue you finalize them on whether only grant them you protection visa or only no grant them you protection visa. So time you got all right here, yes, you have to make use them. You have to make use of right here, blue work Lopecia. Pehemi no minim say you untouchable. I mean, from me, I'm full up you me, or stop talem say, me na ya, me current protection visa, no got money, have a touch me, or say, my commissioner, Italian finish. No, I may not true. I may not true. I may make a man story. From suppose you committing one crime, you drink and drive, only kasem you, only looks at you apply from protection visa, you na face man block plan block pak Vanuatu palino look case you. Okay? Yes. From too much kiaman tok lo Facebook, too much kiaman tok. All kiaman tok na liliti ko sa lo samlu you vla lista pem $900 lo protection visa, what time we cost lo protection visa, me $40 no mo. Okay? Aleman Vanuatu, you always like lo depend lo different man lo make a work for you. You flarem, you bisa talam say lo one expression bimi talam say you want star cham lo pak hotel. Man Vanuatu mi specialize lo miya. Every time you say happy you're right, but one different money make a protection visa lo mi. Mi no anam service was me give him $900 lem. But you must have as of today you must understand him say $900 we start give him lo all man will start help him lo community lo you apply from ya. $900 mi illegal. Suppose policy kasem you, pa you go lo jail, manya we karam $900 to by go lo jail. From you abusing one government system lo plesia. And you know, forget say you stop lo country Australia. So you commit many abuse lo pressure, you commit many crime lo pressure, you commit many offense lo pressure. By you face them consequence problem lo pressure. By you no face them back lo Vanuatu. So yes, it's true you got all right here while you start wet. You can't preaching visa you start wet. Pay time say you kokoli start make them kokoli find them out after lo 3 or 4 years or 5 years. Say you stop kiaman lo reasons why you stop giving lo current protection visa ya. Emia. Lo presya na balik give him 28 years mo commissioner lo lepay talam balik tipotem you. Now all reasons please la blosta give him ma'am very important pitablo mi mas talam tu from me all common reasons ya we full up lo ni Vanuatu blue mi oli costa give him all reason ya oli give him lo mania we list up sa potem all katab lo apply from protection visa oli puto mi ko inside lo system online. In fact, protection visa, you may have run, you may apply from. You just go online, you apply. You don't need him block at 1 month Fiji or 1 month Tonga, you support him, you protection visa after you give him $900 lem. Okay? So, every reasons we will stop giving full up time, we'll give him all classical reasons, we must tell him tetelo night. First reason we'll give him, every time we'll tell him say, mi patlo opposition Kaufman Lovan, mi patlo opposition Vanuatu, opposition party Vanuatu, suppose mi kopak, Kaufman by limited. Reason number 1. We every time we'll start give him. Australian immigration officer, where mi stop lulul dossier ya, hemi no anam save, hem ta iluk say you talam si kat 1 threat lo, me give him bridging visa lo you. Number 2 reason, classical reason where he stop giving every time say, oh mimi one people ala no na lo Vanuatu, so mi ko pak baliki limited. So tas ta we mi masas kem protection against sememia. Okay, 2 la main reason ya is takamat plan the time. Number 3 say mimi one pasta o mimi sta pre plan de mi sta megem to mista pre lol man o lista ka mo rights so mi ko lo Vanuatu baliki limi bali save atakami o bali witchcraft save atakami tu. Mi all specialty blo yuvalal man Vanuatu we sta kim every time. Blo apply from protection visa. So all reason ya, you have a time you give him all reason ya. Also my commissioner Italian finish time you apply the protection visa. You apply the protection visa can same government lo Vanuatu. Who ya government lo Vanuatu lo Prestia? Lo Australia. Government lo Vanuatu emi commissioner. Petamba commissioner ko pak pa emi. So you start taking protection visa against me. You start protecting me against me. You look. Time you protect me you against me. Time when I case blue you kam kasem lo time bali lulu lo case blue you. Pa Kaufman Australia na ya protection visa blue pa hemi kam Kaufman to Kaufman affair. Pa ino mo level blue. Pa kam lo Kaufman to Kaufman. From me what am Kaufman Australia mi to wala isa na mo kolem all international conventions lo site lo Geneva conventions we mi protect them all refugee. So time you sign memia Kaufman Australia ikam lo mi talam lo mi se one citizen blue mi apply talam molsem. Mi true se hem mi patlo opposition party lo home. But time you start talam opposition party tete case blue gatali lugulem 7 years after. So when I'm opposition party na you patlem. Which one? Am I opposition yet or am I bin kam lo Kaufman finish? So you look all something way. Sometimes you make a meeting say me easy, mo me funny too. Sometimes mo you want them current protection visa quick time. After especially right lo mi yoli talam lo mi se me itru no. Mi sene mi golo kafman. Attorney General's office mi reply. Attorney General from mi kafman to kafman. Time Attorney General's office mi reply kang baklo mi sene mi golo Australians or immigration iluk lo Prestia. So Attorney General li talam se Vanuatu mi safe mi paradise. Pa mi kang bak mi vla sure mi use pa mi vla no kili memitet. So whenever it happened, you only give him 28 days. You tell him, you can 28 days. You have 28 days to leave this country, or else deportation. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you. Okay. Look, me understand him say you miss have a discussion is continue to happen, but unfortunately time limit. Me just want them capture him no more, but me by no more a minute, but got on 30 seconds respond before me go to final question, me. So understanding, me when I Mr. Harem, me all governments only quite aware of issue. Times so only take him all case for abscond this year, only not take him lightly, but if like go by case, make sure say and any no blow spoil him 1 month. You may try to find him say, okay, when am I wrong? You may solve him. Am I correct?
Yes.
And so, blow movie go forward, advice or appeal where you make him, Emi, not right, please come.
Yes.
Come. When am I blessed to make him, Emi blow try tanem sem chief tanem one new page, but blow promote them program from say program is to go towards one area where Commissioner you've been mentioning is to go na lo some industry please have talem smaller area. At least blow make him someone where Okata apply from protection visa, suppose where you go through process, when in future blogata, with time senaya program is the concept on another sector.
You will must understand one something. Thank you, Peter. You will must understand say program by me grow no more. Program no matter where you make at every issue where that happen aya, we must reassure you say issue say in Vanuatu no more. Every 10 vala country ya will listen more people like no presal katatolik atol same issues or same yuvala. Okay, you know yuvala no more. All issues no personal brief Vanuatu. So despite the fact that all these countries have these issues, you must understand them say program by micro plande. Program micro by micro is takwandap. Ikatol new fly area paken we patam by you merchant to la program ya. Ikatol new fly area paken we pa you mistap look now ya plo you mikaramol ni Vanuatu come inside them. Commissioner by talam nil petri vlamo. All kata we fly meeting lo week after we pass finish. Paikat lo site pro HK, paikat lo construction, paikat lo lo site pro fisheries, paikat lo full of different areas. Paikat we olista lulu upgrade and program I go inside them. So you where you abscond, you want them tell them you please come back inside the program from ikat plan the opportunity we come no future. Okay. So you must understand them. Na yan mo katali talam say lo last year Australian company talam say lo match lo ya you piti match finish. Lo match lo ya katali wanam kasem 24,600 people lo Pacific no mo. Time you are 24,600 people, a match you pitting finish. You may not kasem lo number yet. You may not kasem from you may not cut enough man. You look. So you must think good lemya. You think good say you got full up chance yet block pack lo homes, pelot and family, come back lo Prestia, come lo different sector pack again. New fla scheme tambay kam one to kata scheme kam one, you fly got opportunity to blow study, lo Prestia tam you fly come. But if like at opportunity, blow study, blow further more studies, blow TAFE, blow cara multi different certificate, certificate 1 to certificate 3. After one more something back again, you've like haram recently, say Kapman Australia, me announce him say, pa you have a current family blue you come. Only put family visa plus up to 3,300 people, blow Pacific lo 1 year, blow come Australia. And me atu na yan, but me like sta work lem yet, blow make sure say me like define all terms and conditions, blow visa ya. Who na is have a current family come lo Prestia. So you look, you got plenty of opportunity. So please tell them prata more sister will stop abscond you must come back the program. From Swasnol katayet palis polem name role katawan.
Thank you, Commissioner. Rodney, I'll just come to you. Sorry, me lose some train of thought for me. Any signing blue Adam?
Lost side plo absconding and
yes.
Yes, so some High Commissioner hemitalem full up kut flat talk finish. Pamivla encourage him yuvla no mo block campac lo program from he got full up opportunities ahead. I think last week mivla meeting one potential employer where you me want them start them engagement blo you me with them lo area blo HK and industry blo HK you me lo Vanuatu. You may not been cut that opportunity, but you may enter a market yet. Maybe just because you may not get facility back at home, but you may train them all Vanuatu citizens, but all this have enter industry. You may have say all labor mobility program ya, all establish, but you cut some where you need them all proper qualification, but you have enter all industry. So you may got HK staff and also High Commissioner, you may got construction, you may got fisheries. And not just all new industry, but kamat lo Australian Labour Mobility Program. You mi kat lo New Zealand government. You mi tu, you mi stop look lo, you mi federal RSC program ya, but hemi expand lo hemi cover mapol narvla area ya tu. So you like look opportunities hemi full up stop. Pe future blo you lo program hemi stop entirely lo hand blo you. Lo day where you precam lo blo Australia, you have a country hemi on country blo lo mo oda. Anything is have happened to you lo pesia, and Mr. Tokol Seme by experience, you make cut full up workman finish, either only no abscond or only committing crime, sexual harassment, domestic violence, only drink and drive, only end up jail, next something only finish him sentence geta, deportation, Vanuatu, bye-bye Australia, bye-bye New Zealand. Me also want them encourage him yuvlam. Lo day where you stop decide lo abscond, also Rodney hemi cover ma finish. Ta you no cut walk cover, ta you end up you sick big one. Who by hemi look lo insurance for you. Lo cover ma hospital from you me everyone else foreigner. You me all man Nailania. You me foreigner lo country ya. You come walk lo pesa you must cut medical insurance for me cover ma puta you sick. And medical insurance lo pesa me one expensive exercise. You may cut few cases, plo all workman where only abscond only call it dead. You may cut 2 cases. Latest one where hemi fall town, hemi lo area blo Mildura. Yesterday all staff blo mi staff blo airport. Finally, you may manage blo repatriate them dead body. Hemi arrive yesterday. Tete lo morning only turn up blo airport blo liantovai kolo family blo hemi kolo island. Hemi one abscondi. Hemi take hemi vla almost 2 months. Blo repatriate them dead body come from one em. From you no sure se who hemi pem repatriation but that body come home. From hemi abscond, you no sure lo status plo insurance blem, you no sure lo status plo work cover blem. So hemi all impact plo decision where tomorrow so you decide plo you take him. You have end up losing life plo you by me burden em system plo me by burden em system plo High Commissioner. Case plo anda plo Mareba yang vala we hemi yang em neklem hem tu an abscondi. Hemi take him mivla. Time plo mi fly negotiate. In fact, High Commissioner hemi must terrorize them every man law. Canberra law web law insurance hemi cover mapam. Repatriation ble hemi kam kasem lo Vanuatu. That body arrived today, 2 days. Mi fly lucky say 2 days he block mi fly blo 250,000 by insurance he cover map lo ikolo santo blo li hetem that body. And me ko tok lo family me assure him family sebab by insurance hemi look lo everything. That body land insurance, he come back. Sorry, Commissioner, me no save look anything. Me lose some hope. So me must call him. Lucky him stop lo Brisbane foreign minister come. Him have negotiate with them insurance company. And 2 days yeah, big man me allow him blow you me still cut room blow you me negotiate by insurance and me cover up everything. So you've like look all challenges where you miss stuff as him. Work blow me fly no easy. So what I have me block him you me 3 hours flight. Blow me fly come look you fly. So me please, please, take him life and me easy. You got issue, every time I got issue law, every program where you like attend them, you talk. You me got all support services system. Reach out to come Lumivla save help you. Sometimes, but me no answer you overnight, but it take him time from me got full a process for you me for them. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, could I just add with regards to absconding and being an approved employer that has recently brought back a couple of absconders into our company. Okay. I can tell you, me and Palm don't see eye to eye on a lot of things, and I constantly voice my opinion. I will give them credit where credit's due. They have some very good people, new people, in the Palm program now that are working on redeployment and bringing people back into the program, and I found the way that they dealt with it to be absolutely exceptional. And I will say that. I'll give them credit where credit's due. They got them back into the program. There's a couple of really good people which I'll give you the direct contacts for that workers can actually email and they get onto them straight away.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Rodney. Just one additional no more. Mivlai stapiatu, Mivlai identify full up or by me not full up. Ikat few employers where all got all health treatment issues with them, all workman blow you me. And me want them assure Mivla, but Mivlai deal with them all companies ya too. Blo yumi no mo cut any future engagement with them all geta. From sposi all you know save look after him yuvla. What mo pa hemi convince him government blo mi continue blo send them all workers zikam. So eme hemi assurance we mi sa kim lo yuvla tete. I cut some companies so ba yumi save ha them mo kata ikolo list blo blacklist blo yumi no mo cut any engagement with them kata until such time only prove mi come back Vanuatu government say only save look after them all people blo yumi. Then lo pesia yumi save open them back engagement blo yumi with them all kata. So mi tell him thank you lo COVID we hemi give him time blo yumi sit down yumi look back lo program COVID tu hemi allow him blo bodali close blo emi somat real kala blo who ya all good fla farmers lo pesia who ya all dodgy ones we only stop abuse right blo all citizens. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, time please, Mr. Ko. We want them touch the last question. Brother Kennedy, I'll start with you. So you did mention you wear two hats. One is the Tri-State One Talk president, but also there's another hat that you wear. Please just say a bit more and why you saw the need to establish a platform as such.
Yeah, thank you, Peter. Narabla Hat Miwerem is one of the elders of the Victorian Adventist One Talk Church. This group here is a church group within the Adventist community. It started during pandemic, and that was basically for try for reach out low One Talk's Papua New Guinea, Somnolans, and Vanuatu communities within the diaspora community, students, and all will come on this program. And so what we have been doing is doing some activities and things that we can reach out to One Talks within whatever regions. And we've had a few programs already that we've been organizing here in Mildura. We try to find in places where within these programs are based. So we had also another meeting we had done within the stall area. Then the other month we also had a meeting one time all groups down in Shepparton area. At the end of this month, the church community group by meet down Gippsland area for try for reach out this group here. Students that are starting here, the diaspora community, but also these people like yourself. And so we try to find ways that we can assist Lowe. Now, you saw time you come here, one of the things where we make him connection one time, any One Talks that you go, is one language. So suppose you hire someone we talk Pislama or Pidgin, you have a connection there. Number two is food. You know, you mean like him, kakai, where you get usually back home. And so, as a One Talk church community group, we tried our best to try and facilitate that. Now, we are a very small group that we basically meet online. So, we have worship programs that we do online. Once in a while, we try to meet physically in various places where the One Talks that are on the program are there so that we can reach out. And some that were here in Mildura would have remembered that there was one held at the school here. And at the end of this year, December, we're planning to have another one where basically what we try to achieve is providing ways that we can support. Now, we might not provide financial support, but way that we can connect. You saw it, connect one time, One Talk, sit down, story, and maybe you might be more comfortable or talk one time, all One Talks below you, then people where are different. And so that is the avenue that as a church community, now we're not only looking out for our own church community, that's not what we're trying to achieve. Any of our One Talks, whatever denomination you come from, we try our best to provide whatever support that we can. Now, and so far, with the way we have established ourselves within the community areas, I think we have seen a positive feedback, a lot of the people that we are able to reach out to. Now, like I said, finance is something that we might not have as a church, but whatever we can is we try to provide assistance and just sitting down. And Junior and those of the stall community, they have been, we have been so blessed to be part of our group, because they have a group down there that we also meet down. So yeah, we mifla try and best mifla lo reach out. Any questions you got? If you cannot go to your people will look out to me. We are here to try and listen out. If we can point you to the right direction, we can provide it. And so that is probably where I can say on that, Peter.
Thank you. Okay, man, time limit really go. Junior, closing remarks.
Thank you. Yes, I think first of all, me want them tell them thank you lo this opportunity. We me sabekat lo this special program. Me no expect them lo me start the program with them big man me consul with them Labor Commissioner Madam Muriel. Thank you too much lo privilege more opportunity lo me sabe part thing full up all questions where every colleagues play me lo group lo me likat thing only answers blame. And I think when I'm something where me sabe tell them no blow encourage them all other Vanuatu workers lo say you continue play me make them country play me proud. Always do your best. I think you may want something whereby you may always learn them back home. I say always do your best. Lo when you say make lo workplace involvement blue lo community, and as a result by you may look at good feedback. You go back lo all people are man blame me or even back home lo country blame me. Thank you.
Thank you. High Commissioner, closing remarks. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Louis everyone we've listened. So last remark lo me want to tell them say office pro Vanuatu High Commission lo Canberra. Have me work closely with them Commissioner Lepa. So anything we come at office, me in line with them when we Commissioner Lepa Italian. Me fly in touch every day. Me fly work every day. Apart from me fly work together with the Ministry of me fly with me Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Me fly work closely with them. Me come at the Ministry of Internal Affairs. So me Mr. Papili kolo use po say you got an issue, you know mas walang title issues please ta with you long time. You come lo mi vla sometime pa you come lo mi vla pa mi vla no sa answer me straight away. Pa mi vla is I think pa mi vla answer me 1 day or 2 day after. Pe you must have say apat lo you vla we vla stable lo plesia kat 6 to 7,000 lo you vla na ya lista lo plesia. You must estimate them say pa lo lo manisa pa mi 8,000 lo you vla. Okay. So when something with time you fly make him to say time you fly stop call me vla lo High Commission, you fly call mo you fly give him information time you fly ask him you fly provide more proof, you fly lose me fly no maharam news you fly pakaken. Okay. So suppose you stop thinking plus ta waste them time me vla lo telephone please you know make no waste them time me vla. From time you come me vla you ring you take him place flow 1 hour vla man we me save contact me vla too. So time me fly request more proofs you must send them all proofs he come plus information we you stop tell me vla. Plus me vla save help him you. So reach out lo mi vla, lo Facebook page lo mi vla, you save follow mi vla too, Vanuatu High Commission in Canberra. So time you follow mi vla lo Facebook page, you save send mi vla to lo message lo messenger, or you save call number lo mi vla to lo office lo mi vla. Okay? And me ano mo mo talem lo mi vla. So anything we mi vla make mi vla in line to get out with Commissioner lo leba, pa mi vla always listen lo vla, mo pa mi vla try best lo mi vla. Pro support mi vla lo issues we you vla stop cut. First and foremost, kolo employer you. Address em lo team lead you, what em na issues you. After suppose you know save pass lo plesia, then use more proper channel block come through lo mi vla. Thank you.
Thank you. Rodney.
I'll be very, very short and sweet. Guys, my only advice in my closing remarks is put God first and everything else will just fall into place. Okay, and that's what I'm going to leave you with.
Thank you, Thomas. I think let me give him last talk. Let me story and play me as me yemi lucky Thomas we me karamishu yemi come back to church. Story play me se maklo prodigal son. Time when me out loto, papa play me no pinas come play me come back. Today me so fortunate plo look people woman play me come plo plate. Plo tala me come back to system. Tala me karamishu play me come back to hand play me so to mouth. Mr. Hascom you suppose a change there me touch some heart play you. Please talk we me talam lo yemi tete lo night. Emi so powerful. Me no pin expect them me come lo inside the house me haram tok le me tala mo sem say you me come back. Lo me try me lo nar for road park. So me please lo you we stop le pesa lo night ya. Agenda suppose me touch some heart you. Please you go you pray from him stop inside the church. Kod bah mi never on wala mi. Kod mi lete mi face some problem. Bah mi kara mi kopa outlook narvla to bagen. Thank you to mas mo kod mi bless mi everyone.
Thank you, Lord. Good for our final remarks. Well, colleague, Oli Megan Vinis, Mimi just want them had them also no more. Say, he got full up opportunities. Is to come yet. Future blow you lo program, but me shine bright. But you got one good for our future ahead. Me no want them all issues where you've let stop go through them now, yeah. But you decide, but you take them lolo hand blow you, and then by me spoil them future bright future blow you yellow program. Time you stop travel around local communities in Vanuatu, but you look at big for a change. You look local communities, but you go some village, for example, a village Plomele for the last 10 years. You look all house kapanomo. You tram kotete, life and me so improved. Standard of living and me improved. And same concept here where Plomele village, you have a look and me replicate it across every communities for Vanuatu, and me thanks for labor mobility program. And me thanks for hard work for you, dedication for you, more commitment for you from you got one vision. Vision ya me blow you come, you earn an income, go back lo village, you improve standard of living. Putum piknini blow you go school from you know, and there's a piknini blow by follow some road blow you, blow hemi come picking my fruit lo farm. No, you want there's a piknini blow you one day, hemi save sidan lo chia we me stop them, High Commissioner stop them. So me want them you fly mas cutting thing all same. Think strategic, think you go long way. You know cut one small dream, you must think big. Me also want them tell them also Vanuatu government, bamba hemi no leko yuvla lo Prestia, engagement lo you lo program, and then you come back lo Vanuatu, spend them every money. After you wait lo next season, from seba you come lo Vanuatu, every family you line up PNMU, kolo nakamal, and then you make them small MP lo you. Money finish, after you stop, kakatinga, wait lo next season. No, Nayam you want to encourage yuvla, karamot mindset ya, putum different concept from Vanuatu government. Mivla stop trying blow, implement them reintegration program. Put all systems in place, but you stop growing memia. That you come back lo Vanuatu, you cut one system where you have a welcome you come back lo community, blow you invest the money blow you. But you know say continue blow you work full lifetime blow lo program. But you know have a slave blow labor mobility program. No, at one time, but you boss blow you one. It means say you earn an income. You invest them in one business for you can one entrepreneur after you have give him work in one place. So that you may avoid them too much broken home. Okay? Me encourage them you think big. Me like at full up something blue you back at home, you make it full of opportunities from you come here, you one unskilled person, then by you come back, but you equip with them full of skills. And supposed to tell you listen good High Commissioner, I tell them say, by cut full of opportunities. Opportunities when we negotiate them, you must attend them training to you start a program. You upskill him, you lo English language. You meet them team leader, you come one supervisor. And you one skilled person, that you that pick him up fruit, you go back away. Buy one business house, lo hem is have pick him up, you go supervise them company blehem. Nothing down lo you man Vanuatu, you make a talent, God bless you, work as a team. Thank you.
Thank you. Final talk Blomi. I like your testimony, Rodney. Hemi talem, hemi no man lotu, but because of your influence has brought him to that. And that is a very powerful testimony. You must remember that. In Malo Island, Misawa, you man lotuya, whatever denomination you come from, put it aside. Big man, I'm a big man. Suppose you may put them behind, as has been shared already, by Rod Loyumi go pass. So, on behalf of all where so providing those assisting you in a spiritual way that by giving you direction, me like bringing me back the reason why you may come. No can forget. Because why we came here is to support our family back home. No can forget them that. But while we do that, whatever lotu that you go, denomination, no can forget go attending more church programs. Because those are where you make them connection, lo community. Impact you got. And as Rodney tell him, impact where some of you where you've let him make him come back lo big man now. And let us try to continue that because that is the foundation of how by Mr. move on the life. Yeah, we must not can forget them that. And so I just want to encourage you in what you're doing. All big man blame me, all sharing finish. How Mr. follow more good floor road, because suppose you mean a follow more good road will end up in places that maybe down the track you might regret. So while we have the opportunity, share him talk, encourage one another, and like I said, we can all point him in the right direction. Suppose you ask him all right questions, and I'm sure as a community, I'm talking on behalf of the Tri-State Vanuatu community here in this region, that Bami will try best in pointing you to the right direction. We don't have answers, but no can forget them, big man. Thank you.
Thank you, panelists. You can take a seat. Okay, honorable people. Miss Avese Fula believe I still got all question. Some specifics you want to ask him, but time limiko. Post time me permit by use avec a chance play you talk small be mino antem holem tight everyone through me look time a past 9 minutes. But anyways, again, thank you back and lo everyone blue you've like come. But you may still continue talk yeah. Nothing say by finish. But me work closely with them when we happen tonight, and by posting things straight, but you may start continue to run them all programs them. So post lo, I mean, me look you've full up you've less talabisa posting things straight. You may have run one on fellowship le me. Just try make sure it's a big man and me stop first place. Just before me ask him, team lo junior like come close and blow me pray. Just want them share one story no more. One time you try and picture him long mind blue. You got one woman Australia with them man blame with them family blame. Or least town one restaurant. Or least takakai. Al least sek no more. One black man he come through lotoya. He start lele. He come ask him local toilet. Pay sek no more. He sakamai blame. He look family is town or least takakai. Pe woman se miss town no misek no more. Black man what patigam. Ino kam talk lo mi vlal prince pe kam is stand up between me man blo mi I plocka mi tvla lo olsem after I face him tvla pigini blo mi tvla na lo heme mi se man mi se ko hemi make him kind of sem be kat want something way different hemi understand him from him man make him hemi se man kam ko stand up between lo kata time li talam se what are you doing ira man talam se mimi no sta talk lo itu vla Mimi gamlo look to last molone. After all, he said no more money. Nil down a lay holem to lay hagam to la. Be look size to la penis and to lay 6 cast when him stopping. Parents to say, be money setting is to make a one. But time so little trample stop break him up. Police no bifla money. Cry for it. Pulgeta. One strong man. He cry for it. Pulgeta. I may no one Kiaman story. I mean actually one true story. Mostly is obviously Mimi work lo made Australia, so Emmy one of the biggest approved employers. Msave talem straight Emmy blessed face more challenges plo mivla. Na story na Emmy blow one friend plo mi we Emmy work inside law office, Emmy work lo admin. Be Emmy tala Emmy stop, Emmy look, Emmy save all issue ways to happen for him na, but I'm reporting kamlem, but Emmy pass Emmy go all right channel. So Emmy stop, Emmy start look all issue ya. Be Emmy talem se time se money come stand up. Me lo feeling plo mi se me call them police. Emma, you assault. You come between me mo tuvla most precious sunning blumi. Before him na hemi not take him. Hemi tell him say me actually feel horrible from say time you'll say Mr. protect them mania. Hemi tell him say suppose we me be no stand inside program Mr. local issue ya. I think mania me call them police or them tie them from me touch him all picking blumi. Hemi tell him Mr. program me local issue me save say hemi miss him all picking blame. That's why me proctor me cry. You got full up issues to happen. But talk when me want them say you take him as a medic worker. I'm appealing to all medic workers, all get away, maybe you start struggle with them, all nara co-workers, please help him all get a. Mivla need him help, Mivla. Mivla struggle. But Mivla no one them one lo Mivla again, blow. Mr. Sexek, you know, say sleep good from say he witnessed one domestic assault. You know, say sleep good long night. Enough. High Commissioner is down, Labor Commissioner is down. Olikam talem leo. Mimi stanabe from Tuvlano mo. Tuvlano li start sticky mi ko lo right direction go mi holen position. So opportunity stop. Oli sta talme ali no sta talk play. I think wife me pa cross me. Mimi think about mimi sta climb orange stream start pick and up. Hem ikat pel with them small kill start pick down. Mi vle save I had okay. But look where I am today. That means, listen to the story. You missed out on farming. But imagine yourself 20 years down the track. You say one with him. And programmer by me offer him opportunity. But by no save happens, pusi mista walk him listen to naraman. After you me no listen to all get away, only actually man place will it help me. Man they close with him. And the gospel of the kingdom will go throughout the world for a witness. And the gospel, good news, by go out as one witness. Rodney, I mean one clear example where you may not talk, you may know all them Bible for it, but you may shame no handle them. Now imagine on farmer you start making. You say once you make him, you start asking question. For them now you start walk same. Then by you can chance to tell them, long go to mistana. But by you may not have a be one witness, but you may not united. United we stand, divided we fall. Please, back again, Kiwan Piflahan, Lo Labor Commissioner, the High Commissioner. And Lo Yuvla, where you've like make him sacrifice, please like come lo program. Please give one hand of applause to you. Thank you, Judah.
Thank you. I think by we finish him talk when we been tell small law event when we like group is that from law host them and we one fundraiser by probably some me we friends with them all boys. Law 30th of July but we like host them one big fundraiser law town hall law small town let's tell them and me fundraiser towards them freighting no blow container cost whereby all boys only stopping in blow shipping or something go back lo Vanuatu. So by just look out no more lo information lo anyone music event basically lo event waste come up. Thank you.
I'm accepted. You were
Yep. May like him, you're going to stand up. You'll be sitting too long. Stand up, then we'll close with a word of prayer, and then by Mr. Vego. Pasimai. Papa God of heaven, we just want to thank you for this opportunity that Mifla can come tonight. Lord, listen, Lord, talk way come. For give Mifla direction and how by make him sit down, Lord Mifla, Lord, here while we're working, by sit down good. Lord, we saw many times we do things that have me make him sad, Lord, the way we approach things. But Father, from the bit of a panel discussion that I'm having tonight, me pray, Father, that may you give him a good thinking in how we can be able to manage ourselves properly, and we can move forward from here. If something that we did, Lord, past for him, you know, right, Father, me pray that may you help me so that we can move forward from here, and pray that may you guide him, think, and walk about, and for our protections too, in all that we do and say around this place. Forgive me, Father, in the holy name we pray. Amen.
Okay, thank you back again, everyone. Please, just go. I got small kakai stop namo blo holem tait pelbli blo travel bli go back. Big flat, thank you lo you've like travel far bli like come. I really appreciate them coming bli like please. You're right, boss. Ikat samoli want them students small temi vela. Okay. Unfortunately, time bli missed ako, so yeah, you got small kakai stop, but. If you like pass a message around, especially if you like the area, please have a continue conversation and build them towards goal with Mr. Trump. Back again, everyone. Thank you for coming. More good night.